Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CV with another reaction video, and this one is going to be on Australia. The video is called First 100 Years of Mateship, Australia and United States. So I'm learning more about Australia, the UK, and also Sweden. So I want to learn a lot about other countries, especially Europe. Australia, I've been doing a lot of music from there, so Australia is very intriguing to me. Love the beaches, love the people. And so we want to learn more about Australia. So if you have any suggestion, put in the comment section below. But let's watch it. First 100 years of mateship, Australia and United States of America. Let's do it, man.
The United States of America and the Commonwealth of Australia, a bond that can be traced back to the battlefields of World War I. In 1918, at Les Hamel on the Western Front, 4 companies of the American Expeditionary Force fought under the command of Australian General John Monash. Les Hamel was the Americans' first offensive action of the war under the command of a foreign general, and the first time Australians and Americans had fought side by side. To honour the American troops he was leading, Monash set the date of the battle for...
I never knew that America and Australia actually fought together. And you know what's crazy is this photo, man, the color. So cool, man. But man, not one brother? No brothers? Anyways, but yeah, man, I didn't even know. I've never heard of this in history class or anywhere, so okay.
Was leading, Monash set the date of the battle for the 4th of July, 1918.
In the battle, Americans and Australians fought together with distinction. 14 of the Americans who fought at Hamel were awarded British military decorations. The Americans and the Australians trained together before the attack, developing such a bond that Americans were heard to say that, if necessary, they would sooner change uniforms to fight with the Australians than let their new buddies down.
Ooh.
Together, they achieved victory in just 93 minutes and helped to turn the tide of war against the Germans.
Damn.
2018 marks the centenary of that battle and of the deep and enduring bond between our two countries. That battle on the Western Front was the opening chapter in a story of mateship, a quality valued by Australians as standing for loyalty, friendship, trust, and sacrifice. This partnership, based on mutual respect, cooperation, and shared values, has joined the United States and Australia as allies in every major conflict since that day in Les Hamel. We fought together again in the Second World War, when almost 1 million American service personnel passed through Australia, campaigning together on land, sea, and air, to final victory in the war in the Pacific, fighting side by side for shared beliefs. The bond was strengthened in Korea, in Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. In every conflict where they met, Australian and American service personnel made lifelong mates.
I'm telling you, when they talk about this in America, you don't hear this part of it. Like Australia had a big part of, helping. You don't hear it in America. You always hear the UK. It's rare that I've heard them talk about Australia being part of any war or just war efforts, like helping America. They always talk about the UK. I never hear Australia for some reason in America. I don't know why. I'm talking about news, everything. You don't hear too much about it.
The military alliance endures today. American and Australian armed forces work together in Iraq and Syria to combat the threat of terrorism and are working, exercising, and training in each other's countries. The U.S. Marine Corps rotation in Darwin, and the large number of Australians currently working across 31 American states.
Man, look at that thing, dude. Just gliding across that water, bro.
States are dramatic examples of a relationship that was formalized in 1951 when both nations signed the AUS Treaty, which remains a cornerstone of Australia's
security treaty between the United States of America and Australia and New Zealand. Okay. Hey, man, New Zealand is really the little brother of Australia, man. Australia's like, wherever we go, New Zealand goes. I love that, dude. Signed at San Francisco, 1st of September, 1951. I've never heard of this. Never. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
National security
That's cool.
And foreign policy. The treaty pledges each country to come to the support of the other when under attack. And on the 11th of September 2001, Australian Prime Minister John Howard invoked the treaty for the first time.
Dear Mr. President, the Australian government and people share the sense of horror experienced by your nation. You can, however, be assured of Australia's resolute solidarity with the American people at this most tragic time.
A special mateship may have been forged in war, but it has prospered and grown stronger in peace. A shared love for freedom, democracy and diversity, a determination to improve, succeed and innovate. These qualities have seen our countries grow together.
From our leaders to our students, for decades, Americans and Australians have crossed the ocean to each other's shores, sharing knowledge and passion. We are scientists and researchers. We work together to reach the moon and out to the stars. We are pioneers, explorers, and innovators. We are artists and creators. We are sporting fans and sporting rivals. We are investors and important trading partners. The US-Australia Free Trade Agreement that came into force over 10 years ago has doubled US exports to Australia. And American investment down under has helped Australia to become one of the largest exporters into Asia.
The tourism exchange between Australia and the United States helps build a strong human bridge that makes mateship real nearly 100 years after La Amel. From the Western Front in France to the first steps on the moon, this mateship reflects our shared optimism and our common vision of a bright future. This mateship, forged on a battlefield 100 years ago, has built an unbreakable foundation. On that foundation, we will build the bond of friendship for the next 100 years. We are mates.
Listen, man, I'm the guy that pauses all the time and people tell me to shut up and just listen and watch. Stop pausing. We don't want to hear you, CV. You shut up. I let this one go because, you know, it just felt good to just listen to that. It felt great. So, you know, I love the relationship between the two countries. I do, because I think American people actually do love Australian people. We do, man. We like your accents. We like your sport. I know I'm loving the sport that you guys have. I'm loving your music, different artists that you guys have. I love the relationship. It's just that when I watch the news here, they always talk about US and the UK. They never really talk about Australia. I'm telling you, man, I don't hear that a lot. But that's why we watch these videos and we gradually learn, and I love the fact that Australia in the treaty they put New Zealand there. Australia does not forget their little brother. They're like, wherever we go, they come with us. I love that, dude. And by the way, I have to do some videos on New Zealand. I don't know too much about New Zealand except for All Blacks, and I'm learning about Australia as I go. So, you know, from comedy to music to vacation spots, food, the wonderful beaches. I want to do the same for New Zealand as well. If there's more videos like this and things that you want me to react to in Australia and just learn about your beautiful country, Australia is, and you want me to be kind of just learn and be part of it, put in the comment section below, man. As always, keep your head up. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.